Second.
Motion made by Councilman Jernigan, second by Councilman McGowan. Your name just tripped me up. All in favor? All opposed? Okay. I'm going to get you. At this time, we will open our first open forum. If anybody wishing to address council, please limit yourself to 3 minutes and come forward to the podium. I closed the open forum at 3:32 with no one wishing to come forward. In our regular business, at this time, we have presentation by Chief Williams.
Good evening. You hear me?
Yes.
Good evening. Real quick, I'd like to thank my officers here for coming here today. It's not often to get an opportunity to meet, all the council members. We have a lot of new officers, as you, I won't have them stand up or anything, but we have one young man that's here, and Chris Hollowell, stand up for me. He's our newest cadet. He graduates on Wednesday, takes his test, and he should graduate on Wednesday. And he's also our first BLET paid trainee. Hadn't done it before, so after that, he gets sworn in, and he'll become a full WMP police officer and full pay status and everything. I also want to take this moment to say just how much I appreciate my management staff. I think I probably got the most experienced and efficient staff that I've had since I've been here. We got 4 sergeants, 1 lieutenant, and 1 corporal. And those guys, they keep a lot off my plate, which is, the way it should be. And I really rely on them a whole lot. So thank you for everything that you guys do. And also for the greater guys back there. We have, with the help of HR, we're getting ready to hire our 17th and 18th officer. That's a far cry from the 5 that I had when I came here 7.5 years ago. So the 17 and 18 officers, in addition to the 10 part-time we have about 28 full and part-time officers. So the staff is continuing to grow. And of course, the supervising staff will continue to grow as well. I just want to say these guys, they work hard. They do everything we asked. They're good character people. And I'm very proud to have them on my team. This brings me to why we're here today. Once a year, we do what we call our Top Cop Award, which is basically our Officer of the Year. This individual is a very tough officer, unafraid to get into the fray, smart as a whip, and takes the initiative to not only do their assigned job, but also other tasks as well. They love training. They seek out training. This individual has shown by example how to overcome difficult personal situations, all the while continuing to persevere and do their own job. The 2025 WMP Officer of the Year, our top cop recipient, is our own Janessa Cooper Jackson. We're accompanied by some of Janessa's family that she didn't know was coming, son Wyatt and husband Jonathan, and rest of the family members. Officer Cooper is currently our domestic violence officer. She routinely investigates all our domestic violence cases. Also, she handles all of our DSS, Department of Social Services, abuse allegations, along with her supervisor, Detective Sergeant Debbie Hilliard. She investigates any other kind of crimes that need investigating that happens here in Wilson's Mills. All she does is our grant writer, our grant person, trying to get money for the department and the town if need be. So she wears a lot of hats, but congratulations. Thank you very much.
I'd like to say thank you too to the staff of the police department. I made a comment one time to the chief that I would love to meet all of you, just to know who you were. He said, "Don't worry, they know who you are." I guess that's all that matters. But thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for the job that you do to protect us. And I know it takes a lot, and I just am so thankful for it, every one of you. Okay. The next item is the Wilson Mills Bike and Pedestrian Plan. Wendy?
Last month at your meeting, you were given the Wilson's Mills Bike and Pedestrian Acceleration Plan to take home and look over. And tonight, we're asking you, if you will, to please adopt that policy. Just a reminder that it was reviewed and approved by the NCDOT engineers in June of 2024. The planning board did review it in August of 2024, and they formally recommended approval of the plan. And then last month, you as the council approved the Town of Wilson Mills strategic plan. And this bike and pedestrian plan is also referenced in that strategic plan to be able to get things moving forward. So the planning department respectfully requests that the town council adopt the Wilson Mills Bicycle and Pedestrian Acceleration Plan as presented and make it effective immediately. Any questions?
So moved.
Motion made by Councilman Jernigan, second by Councilman Dobbin. Any questions for Wendy? Because y'all were given the plan last month, had a chance to review it and go through it. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thank you, Wendy. So we want to. It's time now for us to take the oath of office for the new members of our town council. And I think I go first. He loves to make people triple. For the last time. Remember that.
Yes, ma'am.
For the last time. Oh, man.
20 good years.
You get a, it says, presented to Randy Jernigan in appreciation for your dedicated service to the town of Wilson Mills, Councilman 2007, 2011, 20, well,
13.
the
25.
2020.
Yes, ma'am. A lot of Roman numerals.
Yeah. I got to read a proclamation. I'm gonna read it, okay. The town of Wilson Mills proclaims proclamation honoring Randy Jernigan. I can't read tonight. Whereas Randy Jernigan has faithfully served the town of Wilson Mills as a member of the town council from 2007 to 2011, 2013 to 2025, and whereas therefore throughout his tenure, Randy Jernigan demonstrated a deep commitment to public service, thoughtful leadership, and a steadfast dedication to the residents of Wilson Mills. And whereas he has served the Wilson Mills community in many ways, including working on the Parks and Recreation Board, long time ago, as well as the Wilson Mills Fire Department. And whereas Randy Jernigan consistently worked to promote responsible government, community engagement, and the long-term well-being of the town, offering insight, integrity, and respect in all matters before the council. And whereas his service has contributed meaningfully to the growth, stability, and progress of the town, leaving a lasting impact on the community and its future. And whereas the town council and the staff are grateful for his willingness to serve, time he sacrificed, and the care he showed for both residents and colleagues. And now, therefore, be it proclaimed by the town council of the town of Wilson Mills that we hereby recognize and honor Randy Jernigan for his years of dedicated service and leadership, and extend our sincere appreciation and best wishes as he enters retirement from public office by remaining part of Wilson Mills Road Extension, Jernigan Way.
Wow.
Like to say,
That's why nobody could tell me what they were gonna name.
well, see, he submitted name after name after name after name. And this is the only one the county would accept. Randy. They accepted Randy, but they put Jernigan. Isn't it beautiful? It goes.
Got the wrench. I don't know what to say after that one. I had a 2-hour speech ready. Didn't think I was gonna do this. Been my home for 20 years, longer than 20 years. I raised my kids. Community. Learned from Donald, Jimbo, Mr. Clifford. Stand for what you believe in. Do what's right for your people. I made a promise 20 years ago to the citizens of Wilson Mills. Campaign promise. But I can't promise you anything but to do my best. And I've done my best. I'm proud of where we're at. I'm proud of where we're going. Just remember, do it for your people. Do it with honesty and integrity. Stand up for your people and what you believe in. That's all I got. I do appreciate every one of you. Oh, great sound.
We tried everything else. Wendy and. We're gonna take a 10-minute break.
Yes. Let me see, do you need her to sign the oath since she read it? That's a good point. Yeah,
She works for the town sale.
yeah. That's a good point.
Okay.
So we ain't gonna sign yours.
Yeah.
Cause I've already signed it, so we'll regroup. Cause I've already signed it, so I'll just reprint it. That's fine. No, I didn't even think about it. I just copied and pasted it. But yeah. she's
Okay.
I don't know. I never had to say that.
Kind of comes in waves, but the answer is, I do a lot of work. We're talking about corporate, do more work than federal. Therefore, it's like motion, writing. I'm not, I'm going to research it, write it, pitch it out. I don't understand if they're gonna be like. I just see it.
Well, no, what happened to me?
Yeah, it does make it. Gonna be, that's what that one. People love attorneys, love people, they don't want to see. Hey, absolutely, what's wrong with you? Working out, you should. They do, yeah.
Yeah, I understand it takes a certain type of person to be in court, you know.
I mean,
They have to love law.
I've had good report.
Boy, everybody sure left when it got time for the meeting.
I mean, some
Doris,
portion.
watch this. Doris? She's not listening to me. Huh? About time, ain't it? We need to come in out of recess. Doris, everybody thought you were gonna be up here and they left. Oh. Okay. Call the meeting back to order at 7 o'clock. At this time, we need to officially appoint a mayor pro tem. Is there anyone that would like to hold that office? I know that Mr. Trippett is our mayor pro tem, and I would like to see him continue that position if council is in favor of that.
I make a motion that I renominate Mr. J.C. Triplett
Okay.
as mayor pro tem.
second that.
Okay. Do we have to vote on it? I mean, we do. Okay. Motion made by Councilman Brown, seconded by Councilman McGowan, that JC be our mayor pro tem. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Guess what? Thank you. I had done asked him if he would do it, so I knew I was in good territory. Yes, he does. I lean on him. Y'all just don't know. Okay. Then you have to go let her administer your oath for this office. Yes, yes. Yay! Thank you so much, Stacy. Okay, the next item on our agenda is from Leanna.
Great. You have a delegate and an alternate on the board for the Central Pines Regional Council. And right now, I believe that delegate is the mayor, the alternate is Councilmember McGowan. Every election year, you have to reappoint a delegate and an alternate for us to send in to them. And one or both of them can give you a little more information on what that entails, but they meet monthly.
Monthly, yeah, and
Monthly.
you can do it,
You can do it virtually.
virtually, yeah. If you're
That-
looking for nominations,
Yeah, because we need somebody.
I'd nominate Doris as the delegate and I'll stay as the alternate, that's fine. Unless you want it back, Mayor.
It's up to y'all. I mean,
Well, yeah, I think you have enough on your plate.
yeah, I mean, I'll be glad if Doris would take it because you can do it alternately.
Yeah.
I mean, virtually, Okay. Okay, so motion was made to accept Doris as the delegate and David as the alternate. Motion made by David McGowan, seconded by Mayor Pro Tem Trippett. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay.
There is a schedule and Emily will be emailing both of you all that schedule of events coming up, not only for the board meetings, but there's an orientation coming up in January, I believe. So she'll be sending that out to you this week.
Okay. Is that all you have? Okay. The next item is a resolution to adopt the Cape Fear Regional Hazardous Boy, I'm having trouble tonight. The plan, Wendy. Mitigation. My tongue is tied. Okay.
Wilson's Mills, along with other municipalities in Johnston County, as well as Johnston County, were a part of the planning team for the Cape Fear Hazard Mitigation Plan 2025, which we first met July 10th of 2025. There have been several planning team meetings, risk assessments completed by each participant, public meetings held. Finally, the final draft presented to the planning team, and the plan was submitted to North Carolina Emergency Management on November 6th of 2025. And North Carolina Emergency Management has requested that each jurisdiction included in the plan to adopt the plan. By adopting the plan, this keeps the town of Wilson's Mills within their guidelines for participation in the National Federal Insurance Program. The National Federal Insurance Program helps our citizens with covering their homes with flood insurance at reasonable rates. The plan also keeps us eligible for potential funding to help with flooding issues in town on town streets. Johnston County takes the lead in this as far as the plans and the actions, but if something were to happen within our corporate limits, we would need this to be able to go to FEMA and say, help us. So what I'm asking is to approve the resolution in support of the adoption of the Cape Fear Hazard Mitigation Plan 2025.
So moved.
Councilman McGowan made the motion. Councilman Dobbin seconded. Are there any questions for Wendy?
I just, I'm just curious why it's Cape Fear. I mean, normally I think about Cape, I think, and pardon my ignorance, but I think about Cape Fear River Basin, Neuse River Basin. Where's the Cape Fear come from?
The way FEMA has everything divided up, and then FEMA, DEQ, it just keeps trickling down. Johnston County as a whole is included in Cape Fear's mitigation plan.
Okay.
Any more questions? All in favor? All opposed? Okay. The next item is the streets at Mill Creek.
On November 14th, the town of Wilson Mills was petitioned by Bryant Spencer of HDP Mill Creek to accept the streets of Mill Creek of Wilson's Mills, Phase 1 and 2, into the town street network. They submitted petitions and all supportive documents and certifications for the town acceptance of Shelmore Lane, Maple Tree Lane, and Forest Bend Way. All streets total approximately 3,405 square feet, 5.41 linear feet. As planning director, I have reviewed the petition and verified all enclosed evaluations and inspections have been completed accordingly. The streets have been certified by Ethan Mendrabo, PE with Bowler Engineering, North Carolina, PLLC, as being built to North Carolina Department of Transportation specifications, which are the same specifications that the town of Wilson's Mills requires. You have everything included in your packet. And my action requested is to approve the adoption of the streets or to deny the adoption of the streets. If we take them in, the streets will be added to the Powell Bill
Fund.
Fund.
Mayor, I make a motion that we approve to adopt the resolution to take in the private streets in the town of Wilson's Mills, which consists of 3,405.41 linear feet of streets known as Shelmore Lane, Maple Tree Lane, and Forest Bend Way into the town street Powellville system.
That's
Motion made by Councilman Brown, seconded by Mayor Pro Tem Trippett. Any questions for Wendy? All in favor?
aye.
All opposed? Okay. The next item on the agenda is from Jenny, and it's a volunteer program policy.
So one of my projects for the town is to work on our policies. And so I thought that these were a good place to start. So the first one presented to you all is the volunteer program policy. And I'm requesting, the action requested is to approve, deny, or table the volunteer program policy.
Do we have an existing one now?
We do not, this is a brand new
That's
policy.
what I thought. I wanted to be sure that we were not replacing one. Okay,
I read through it and I like it.
I do too.
And I think we need it. So I make a
Yes.
motion that we approve the volunteer program policy.
Okay, motion made by Councilman Brown, seconded by Councilman Riley. I'm gonna have to get used to that. That we accept this. Are there any questions for her? Y'all have had a chance to read it, and do you have any questions? Okay, all in favor? All opposed? Okay. The next is an amendment to the personnel policy.
All right, so
And-
these, oh, go ahead.
There was a lot that we are amending.
Yeah.
Can I ask reason? What was the main reason?
Yeah, so for the policy that I'm amending, it was our substance abuse policy, and I added it to be a drug-free workplace and substance abuse policy. So the changes are really to update it, to have more detail, and to kind of add in, because not only do you test when you are initial hire, but kind of goes into if somebody comes in who's under the influence, how do we handle that? So it kind of goes into detail on certain situations and how we would handle it dealing with substance abuse.
And it's more detailed, I'm assuming, than what we have now.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask you a question, Jenny? It really doesn't apply to this, but it sort of does. Out of curiosity, I know our town doesn't have a problem, but I know other towns have bundles of problems. If they had a problem like this for the council member, what is, I'm just asking off the side, you're the expert in it. What would happen if you found a council member and you go, whoa, this is not right? They're an elected official, so what
Yeah.
happens?
I would
Do
say
something.
council is a little bit different.
Right.
If that were to happen, I would call Gabe immediately.
So Gabe, what is the
nothing.
process? We're not worried about that, but I mean,
Nothing.
They're not your employee.
right,
You're not employees.
Right.
You're elected
You,
official.
you might have a code of ethics.
okay, that's,
For the governing board, and you could possibly censure a
Okay.
member of the governing board,
Okay.
but you're not an employee of the town.
yeah, I knew we didn't fall into that, but I thank you. That's what I was looking for. Okay, thank you. Jenny, just, this is a lot to read, looking at what's crossed out, what's not crossed out. What's a highlight for you in this?
Yeah, so like I said, it's mostly just more detail. So it goes through when you're first hired, that whole process. It goes through if there's reasonable suspicion. It also goes through random drug testing. The background check is a whole new policy, so we didn't have that before. So that's a brand new policy for you all. But that again just goes through our process with the background checks. And like if you get a promotion, you'll have to go through a background check again.
Okay.
So it's just more detail with our process and when we wouldn't.
All
that
right,
sort of thing.
two quick questions. What lab do we use?
Yeah, so we use FastMed.
Okay, FastMed. The second question, do background checks now involve financial too?
So it depends on the position.
Okay,
So it can involve that depending on the position. Like obviously with a finance officer position, we would run that because they would be in charge of our
Okay.
finances. So it just depends on the position.
okay. All right, thank you. So I'll make unless you have something, go ahead, Tim.
Well, saying I did read through this pretty well too, and thank you for your attention to this, because this is important stuff. And with us bringing you on as on the team, I was very impressed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, for your first, let's call it your first real big step into making your mark on Wilson's Mills. You made a good one. Thank you. So if nobody else, I'll go ahead and say, I make a motion to approve the resolution to amend Municipal Personnel Policy, Article 5, Section 18, and Article 4, Section 1.
Motion made by Councilman McGowan, seconded by Councilman Brown to approve the resolution to amend the municipal personnel policy. Any more questions for Jenny? All in favor? All opposed? Okay, thank you. Okay. I would like to say that I have served 4 years as mayor on this council, and I have enjoyed working with every one of you. It has been my pleasure to serve the town of Wilson Mills. I'm gonna miss Randy and his leadership, but I think we have a good one to take his place. We've got a lot ahead of us as a council. We have got a lot that we have to do to get things in order and to keep them that way. And I appreciate your help and your work as we go together so that we can work as a team for the citizens of Wilson Mills, because that's who it's for. It's not for us. It's not for our pleasure. It's for those people that put us in office. And I just hope that we can continue to work together and do what we need to do. Councilman Brown.
Yeah, I would just like to say I'm excited to get a new season started. You know, I also we are going to definitely miss Randy's leadership and knowledge. But he's a phone call away too. I mean,
Yes.
You know,
He's not going anywhere.
That's right. I'd like to welcome our newest, Ms. Doris, Council Lady Riley. But yeah, we got a lot ahead of us, but nothing that we can't tackle, and we don't always agree up here, you know, behind these tables, but you know, we got the biggest thing for each other, I think, that the world needs more of, and I think that's love. And love overcomes evil and hatred, and I love every one of you.
I just want to thank the council members for reappointing me as mayor pro tem. I try my best to do what needs to be done for the town, as I think everybody up here tries to do. And like you said, we don't always agree on everything, but we do it with the right frame of mind, and we all get along, and that's what's so important. And I want to congratulate Doris. She is going to be one great council member.
David.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to all the folks that put me back up here behind this table, and working with a council like this. It's been 8 years now, and it's really flown by, and I'm so happy, really, when I get right down to it, to look forward to the next 4 years. It's like Wilson's Mills is opening a door, because we are stepping out into not the unknown, but the known, but it needs work, and we are the council that I think is going to get it done. And I secondly want to thank for Randy, everything that he's done. I've learned a lot from Randy over the last 8 years, and I've learned from Randy to pick my battles. I just like to battle everything, but he's taught me to pick my battles and win the ones that I go after, and he's taught me a lot, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm going to miss you, Randy, but I'll go down to Jernigan Way. I think that's awesome. And lastly, I want to congratulate Doris Riley. Doris really had no misgivings about it. She saw an opportunity, got it squared away that she could do this, and I'm looking forward to the next 4 years with Doris. She's going to be a wonderful addition to an absolutely outstanding council. And once again, thanks to you all. And I want to thank Nina for showing up. Nina is the HOA president for the cottages at Wilson's Mills, and it's nice to have her here. It's an important new subdivision, and I'd like to see more HOA people. So thank you, Nina, for showing up, and thank you, everybody, for reelecting me.
Doris? Move your mic down.
First of all, I would like to thank Jesus Christ for always being by my side in all my decisions that I make. Thank my wonderful husband for being by my side always, my family, my friends. I thank you to everyone for all the words of encouragement, all the council, everybody. And I am looking forward to serving our town and doing to the best of my ability for everybody here. I love our little town. I really do. And I love
That's
y'all.
important. Thank you. Now, does anybody else have anything?
Just want to say that we couldn't do what we do without our staff. We thank y'all. Y'all do the hard work. You know, we don't just show up. We show up with stuff in front of us, either on computer, online, or old school like Dave in print. But you know, y'all take care of us, and we truly thank you. From the newest hire chief to Leanne, I think's been here the longest. You know, but thank you for what you do every single day. You don't see me a lot at town hall, and probably won't because I work so much. But if I had any concerns, you'd see me a lot. But I don't. I have full confidence in our administration, in our employees, and I just want to say thank you.
I'm going to just throw one word on top of his, and that was the word confidence. I'm just going to say trust. You know, we have all the confidence and we trust the staff implicitly. If they tell us something, it's the truth. Okay, so.
I'm just going to throw one more comment out. I also want to say thank you to our staff. Y'all are a great group of people, and y'all make us look good. Because if it were not for you, we wouldn't know what we were doing. Because you give us the information, we have to vote on it, but you give us the information. And as David said, you are truthful about it. We have confidence that when it's in print here, that we know what it is. And so thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you do every single day. It's important. Now, we've got one more thing on the agenda, and that's the second open forum. If anybody wishes to address council, please come forward, state your name and your address, and limit your comment to 3 minutes. You can sit down now. Okay, but when we get to the new chambers, it won't be a problem, okay? I hope not. I hope we have some type of mics that we can have a little bit better control of. Okay, I'm gonna close the second open forum. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Motion made by Councilman
Make a motion that we adjourn.
I second.
Yeah, it's been seconded now.
Okay. Motion made by Councilman Brown, seconded by Mayor Pro Tem Trippett, that we adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. Only my husband will do that. So good.
I don't want to go home Powhatan Road. I might see a bike.